So hello dear students, in the next lecture of solid state physics, today we will study about crystal symmetry. A symmetric operation is one that carries the crystal structure into itself. So if we apply a symmetric operation on a crystal, the crystal and its environment remains the same. The same crystal is restructured again, then that operation is called symmetric operation. So that is, leaves the crystal and its environment invariant. So symmetric operation is one kind of operation. If we pass the crystal through that operation, what we get as a result of that is the same crystal with the same environment. In other words, if a body attains its initial position after an operation, the body is said to possess symmetry corresponding to that operation. That is, after a symmetric operation, initial position of the body is restored. Then we said the body is having a symmetric operation. So basically we deal with three kind of symmetries in crystal structures. First kind of symmetry is called rotational symmetry. So if a body remains invariant After a rotation, through an angle phi, the body is said to possess a rotational symmetry. So if we rotate the body through an angle phi, and after rotation we get the same replica of the initial system, then we said due to rotation the body is possessing the rotational symmetry. So if a crystal attains its identity after a rotation of 360 degrees over n about an axis, then the crystal is said to possess n-fold rotational symmetry. So if a body is rotated through an angle of 360 degrees by n and body attains its initial identity again, then a body is said to possess n-fold rotational symmetry. To prove that crystal does not possess five-fold symmetry, it is not possible for a crystal to possess five-fold symmetry. So we assume a row of lattice points A, B, C and D having translational vectors T. So in a crystal structure we have four atoms A, B, C and D, and they are separated by distance T. So T is the separation between them. Let the system possesses n-fold symmetry. So if we give a rotation of angle phi, may be clockwise or may be anti-clockwise. we can give a rotation in either of the sense, and it leads to the same crystal. It leads to the same crystal that if we rotate about point B, and we reach to new point P by rotating through an angle phi, and again on this side by rotation through an angle phi, we reach to new point, say Q, and if we join these points, corresponding to point B and C, we have lattice points R and S. This will be T, as this is T. Now as this angle is phi, so as this angle is phi, then this component will be T cos phi. On the same lines, this angle will be phi, and this component, it will be T cos phi. BP equal to T, CQ equal to T, and after rotating through an angle phi, if we get this kind of structure, then we said the crystal is said to possess n-fold symmetry. So for simplicity, we have taken only 4 atoms, but they may be large number of atoms, so PQ it will be empty, where M is an integer. So PQ it can be taken as PR, RS, SQ. So it is T cos phi, T cos phi, MT. So it is 2T cos phi, T goes on the other side, minus T. So it is M minus 1T. T cancels out, so cos phi comes out to be M minus 1 by 2. So M is an integer. So as M is an integer, so M minus 1 will also be an integer. So M is an integer. So M minus 1 is also an integer. So for simplicity, we take M minus 1 is equal to a new integer. Then cos phi, it will be having n by 2 values. So as we know, cos phi, it can have values between 1 and minus 1. So if we substitute here, cos phi is n by 2. So it gives us that n can have values minus 2 to plus 2. So possible values of n are, because it is a integer, integral values minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Whole number values are there. So if we take these values of n, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, then cos phi, it will be n by 2. n by 2 is -1, -1 by 2, 0, 1 by 2, 1. Then phi will be 180 degrees, 120 degrees, 90 degrees, 60 degrees, 360 degree or 0 degree. So as we have taken n fold symmetry 360 degree by phi, so it will be 2-fold symmetry, 3-fold symmetry, 4-fold symmetry, 6-fold symmetry, 1-fold symmetry. So these are the possible symmetries. There is no 5-fold symmetry. So this is very important article. Many times it is there in exam that crystals, they never possess 5-fold symmetry or even no 7-fold symmetry. So these symmetries are not present in a crystal. These are rotational symmetries. Next kind of symmetry, we deal with inversion symmetry. A crystal is said to possess inversion symmetry if for every lattice point at position R, we have another lattice point at position -R. It is about a point. Suppose this is the system and we are to deal with inversion symmetry about this point. Then corresponding to this point we have this point, corresponding to this point we have this point, corresponding to this point we have this point, and this is the system we obtained after inversion. So if a crystal possesses this kind of symmetry, then we say a crystal is said to possess inversion symmetry. Third kind of symmetry is reflection symmetry. A crystal is said to possess reflection symmetry if there exists a line or a plane which divides the crystal into two exactly identical halves which are mirror image of each other. So if a crystal possesses a symmetry of the form of a line or of the form of a plane such that the total crystal is divided into two halves which are identical to each other, then we say the crystal is said to possess reflection symmetry. So this is all about symmetry operations. So in the today's lecture, the most important question for exams that we have studied is that a crystal never possesses fivefold, sevenfold rotational symmetry. It is very much important for exams. Keep in touch. Thanks for today.